Did you know that the moment you walk away, you unlock a powerful shift in her mind? When you stop texting, stop calling, and stop chasing her, her thoughts spiral, her emotions intensify, and suddenly the balance of power flips completely. This isn't just a theory, it's a proven psychological trick that keeps women coming back. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why walking away works and how to use it to transform your relationships. Let's get started. Section 1. The shock factor. Why your absence hits hard. Walking away isn't just a physical action, it's a psychological earthquake that shakes the foundation of her emotions. Women, especially in today's validation-driven culture, are used to being in control. Think about the constant flow of attention they receive, from likes and DMs on social media to men vying for their time and energy. This attention creates an illusion of power where they feel they can dictate the terms of every interaction. Now, when you decide to walk away, you disrupt that cycle entirely. At first, she might brush it off. She tells herself, "He'll come back, they always do." But as days go by and your silence continues, her confidence begins to waver. That little seed of doubt starts to grow. Wait, why hasn't he reached out? What's he thinking? What's he doing? This is where the shock sets in, not just because you're absent, but because she's not used to being on the receiving end of emotional uncertainty. Psychologically, your absence forces her to confront something she rarely does: her own insecurities. Without your attention feeding her ego, she starts to feel vulnerable. Vulnerability is something most people avoid because it's uncomfortable, but it's also what makes us human. Suddenly, she's left wondering if she misjudged you. Did she underestimate your value? Did she assume you'd always be there? And here's the key. This isn't about you doing anything drastic. You're simply prioritizing yourself. But to her, it feels like the ground beneath her has shifted. Your silence speaks volumes because it shows her that you're not like the others. You're not chasing, pleading, or begging for her time. Instead, you're walking away confidently, and that confidence is what shakes her the most. Section 2. The scarcity principle. Why she values you. The scarcity principle is one of the most powerful forces in human psychology, and it plays a massive role in relationships. Think about this. We naturally desire what we can't have. When something is easily accessible, its value decreases. But when it becomes scarce, we're willing to go to great lengths to obtain it. This principle is deeply rooted in human behavior, and it's exactly why walking away makes such a profound impact. When you're always available, texting her first, responding instantly, always being there, you unknowingly make yourself too accessible. She doesn't have to work for your attention, so it becomes something she takes for granted. But the moment you walk away, the dynamic changes completely. Your attention, which she may not have even realized she valued, suddenly becomes rare. And here's the thing about scarcity. It doesn't just create desire, it creates urgency. As time passes and you maintain your distance, she starts to feel the weight of your absence. She begins to replay the moments you spent together, the way you made her feel, and the energy you brought into her life. The more she thinks about it, the more she realizes how much she took you for granted. This realization doesn't happen overnight, but when it hits hard. This is where the comparison game starts. She might go on dates or talk to other men, but subconsciously, she's comparing them to you. And let's face it, if you've been a high-value man, confident and self-assured, those other men won't measure up. They might be charming on the surface, but they lack the depth, the authenticity, and the emotional strength you bring. Your absence doesn't just make her miss you, it makes her see you in a new light. You're no longer just the guy who was always there. You've become the man who chose himself over chasing someone who didn't fully appreciate him, and that choice makes you invaluable in her eyes. Section 3. The emotional ripple effect. How distance amplifies desire. Walking away isn't just about creating physical distance, it's about setting off a chain reaction of emotions that grow stronger with time. At first, she might feel indifferent. She might even convince herself that she's better off without you. But this indifference is short-lived because walking away triggers something deeper: emotional curiosity. The human brain hates unresolved situations. When you walk away without an explanation or emotional outburst, you leave her with a question she can't answer. Why? This question lingers in her mind, and the more she thinks about it, the more it grows. She starts to analyze every interaction, every moment you shared. Every word and every moment leading up to your departure is analyzed. This analysis isn't about understanding you, it's about understanding herself. As days turn into weeks, the emotional ripple effect begins to take hold. The curiosity that started as a small thought grows into a full-blown obsession. She starts wondering what you're doing, who you're with, and why you haven't reached out. This isn't about love or affection. It's about the need to fill the void you've left behind. Here's the key. Emotional distance amplifies desire. The less accessible you are, the more valuable you become. This isn't manipulation. It's human nature. People are naturally drawn to what they can't have, and your absence creates a vacuum she's desperate to fill. The emotional ripple effect doesn't just make her think about you, it makes her crave your presence. Every unanswered question, every unspoken word adds to the tension, and when she finally realizes that she might lose you for good, that's when the desire to reconnect becomes overwhelming. Section 4. The role of time. How absence magnifies your value. Time is one of the most underrated factors in relationships, yet it plays a crucial role in why women can't resist coming back. When you walk away, the clock starts ticking, and every moment of your absence works in your favor. First, time creates reflection. As the days go by, she starts to think about you more and more. The things you said, the way you made her feel, and the energy you brought into her life become clearer in hindsight. This isn't just nostalgia, it's a realization of the value you added. With time, even minor arguments or disagreements fade into the background, leaving only the positive memories. Second, time builds anticipation. Your absence creates a sense of suspense in her mind. She starts wondering if you've moved on, if you're seeing someone else, or if you're happier without her. This uncertainty fuels her curiosity and keeps her thoughts focused on you. Finally, time shows your strength. By not reaching out, you're proving that you're not dependent on her validation. This independence is rare and incredibly attractive because it shows that you're secure in yourself. Over time, she begins to see you as someone who doesn't need her, but someone she might need in her life. That shift in perspective makes her more likely to come back. Section 5. The psychology of regret. Why she questions. Letting you go. Regret is one of the most powerful emotions, and it's a key factor in why women come back. When you walk away, you create space for regret to take hold. Here's how it works. First, regret stems from missed opportunities. When she starts to reflect on your absence, she realizes what she lost. Maybe it was the emotional connection, the support you provided, or the way you made her feel understood. These realizations don't hit all at once. They build over time, becoming harder to ignore. Second, regret is amplified by comparison. As she interacts with other men, she begins to notice the differences. Maybe they don't listen the way you did, or they lack the confidence and emotional depth you brought to the table. Each interaction reinforces the idea that she let go of someone special. Third, regret creates longing. This isn't just about missing you. It's about wishing she could turn back time and make different choices. This longing becomes a powerful motivator for her to reach out, hoping to reconnect with what she feels she's lost. Section 6. The silent power of emotional detachment. Emotional detachment is a skill most people underestimate, but it's one of the most powerful tools you have when walking away. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop being controlled by your emotions. First, detachment protects your peace. Instead of wasting energy overthinking or chasing someone who doesn't value you, you redirect that energy toward your own growth. This shift doesn't just make you stronger, it makes you more attractive because it shows you have self-respect. Second, detachment creates mystery. When you're not overly emotional or reactive, it leaves her wondering what's going on in your mind. This mystery makes you more intriguing because it shows you're not easily influenced by external factors. Finally, detachment gives you control. Instead of reacting impulsively to her actions, you're making calculated decisions based on what's best for you. This composure sets you apart because it shows emotional maturity and self-discipline, qualities that are rare and highly desirable. Section 7. How walking away flips the power dynamic. One of the most significant effects of walking away is how it flips the power dynamic in your favor. Relationships are often a delicate balance of power, and by walking away, you shift that balance entirely. First, you reclaim your power. When you're constantly chasing someone who doesn't reciprocate, you're giving away your energy and control. Energy and control. But when you walk away, you take back that power, showing her that you're in charge of your own life. Second, walking away puts her in a position of reflection. Instead of you worrying about what she's thinking, she's now wondering about you. This reversal of roles is powerful because it forces her to focus on what she might lose, rather than what she's gaining. Finally, flipping the power dynamic makes you more desirable. Confidence and independence are incredibly attractive, and walking away demonstrates both. It shows that you're not afraid to prioritize yourself, even if it means letting go of something or someone you care about. Section 8. The role of social proof. How others boost your value. Social proof is a subtle yet powerful factor that plays a significant role in relationships. When you walk away and focus on yourself, the way others perceive you changes, and so does the way she perceives you. First, social proof validates your worth. If you're thriving, achieving your goals, and attracting positive attention from others, it sends a message that you're valuable. People are naturally drawn to those who are admired by others, and she'll notice this shift in how others interact with you. Second, social proof creates jealousy. When she sees other women showing interest in you or hears about your successes, it triggers a sense of competition. Even if she doesn't admit it, the idea of someone else having your attention can be a powerful motivator for her to reach out. Finally, social proof reinforces her regret. Seeing you thrive without her doesn't just make her miss you. It makes her question why she let you go. This combination of emotions creates a strong desire to reconnect, even if it means swallowing her pride. Section 9. The long-term effect. Why she keeps thinking about you. Walking away doesn't just create a short-term impact. It leaves a lasting impression. Even if she doesn't reach out immediately, the psychological effect of your absence stays with her. First, your absence becomes a memory she can't shake. The way you carried yourself, the confidence you showed, and the way you made her feel create an emotional imprint. Over time, these memories resurface, especially when she encounters men who don't measure up. Second, the unresolved nature of your departure keeps her thinking. Humans crave closure, and when you walk away without giving her an explanation, it leaves her with unanswered questions. These questions linger in her mind, making it harder for her to move on. Finally, the long-term effect is rooted in your growth. As you continue to improve yourself, achieve your goals, and build your confidence, she'll see the version of you she lost. This realization doesn't just make her miss you, it makes her realize she'll never find someone like you again. Section 10. The moment she reaches out, what to do next. After all the overthinking, regret, and emotional shifts, there comes a moment when she decides to reach out. This is where your response matters most. First, don't overreact. When she reaches out, it's tempting to jump right back into old patterns, but remember, your power lies in maintaining your composure and self-respect. Respond calmly and confidently, showing that you've grown during your time apart. Second, let her prove her intentions. If she's truly regretful, she'll put in the effort to rebuild the connection. This isn't about playing games, it's about ensuring that any interaction moving forward is based on mutual respect and effort. Finally, focus on your growth. Whether you choose to reconnect or move on, your priority should always be your personal development. By staying true to yourself and your values, you maintain the power and confidence that made her want to come back in the first place. Now you know why walking away is so powerful. If this video brought you value, hit the like button, subscribe for more insights, and drop a comment below. What's the biggest lesson you've learned about relationships? See you in the next one.